This is our stock market project on Forex. We specifically used Forex market because it's more volatile and it's more reactive than other stock markets. The reason we did this is it was because we were short on time and we needed more results faster. In all our trades, we used calculus only to estimate whether it was going up, down, or was going to stagnate. If it was going up, then we'd buy. If it was going down, then we'd sell. And if it was indicating that it was going to stay the same, then we wouldn't do anything. We'd just keep it on the waste list. How would we know if it was going up? If we would know if it was going up, every single function of ours would be positive. If it was going down, every single function would be negative, and then you can guess the rest. If it's on the wait list, it has to be mixed. Even if one is wrong or one is off and three are positive and one is negative on the wait list because it's not 100%. And of course, it's never 100%. This is just an estimate, and if you rely on one type of strategy, be expected or expect to liquidate your account. What we did, or what I did for this project, was use USD GPY on the 16th of February at 2 p.m. In order to conduct my trade, I used the M15 and the H1 functions. M15 means minute, so 15 minutes, and then H means hour, so 1 hour. In order to get like an accurate trade or a better trade using calculus, you should take a chunk of time before it. Not too big, not too small, but you should take it with a bit of strategy. In my USD Euro or Euro USD, I took a chunk of time that was really volatile. Like as you can see here, I chose this red line before I began my trade right here. As you can see, it went down significantly at that time before it increased a bit more, and it went down a little bit, stagnated a little bit, and that's perfect for choosing or calculating. Of course, I could have chosen back here, would have been better, but that's a lot to calculate, so we're keeping it simple and we're choosing a volatile spot. After that, you would choose M15, same place, H1, same place, and then you choose today. So at the second, you're literally exporting it, and then you have a limited amount of time to calculate before it starts reacting, before it becomes too late, and then it has another reaction. In order to calculate, you need to export all your functions, so M15 and H1, on a Google Sheets, and then it give you the close, the open, and a bunch of other stuff. But you just need the close for this project, and then you would number them, create sheet, and it would create this bad boy. But in order to use this to your advantage, you'd have to edit it. So you go to customize, series, and then you choose these following options. You'd go to trend line, polynomial, and then you would choose a degree. I chose 6 because it was accurate. Anything above 6 was around like 9.28, 9.29. So just extra calculations that we didn't really need. Anything below 6 gave us a horrible decline. So at 4 it was 0.837, but at 6 it's 0.927, so it's accurate. Of course, the higher up, the more accurate. So you want it around 9, above 9 to be more accurate. Around 8 to 8, actually around 8.5 or 0.85 to 9.5 is a sweet spot. And then you'd use equation and you'd show r squared. Carrying on, you'd get this equation, you'd copy paste, and now you officially have your function. So this was the Euro USD. When we go to our trade analysis document, if we go up to Euro USD, you can see our trades. So exactly how it was like. If you want to double check for the H1 function, it's exactly the same. Copy paste it here, and then you change it into the correct format where you can take the first and second derivative. So for this derivative, it says 1.07 plus 7.31 E. E means Well, E in a sense, it's basically saying that whatever is behind it, so this 0.3 or 3 is the amount of zeros that's going to go behind. So like scientific notation. So if it's the point is here, you're going to go back 3. So 1, 2, or sorry, 1, 2, 3. So 2 zeros, point here, and then so on and so forth. So this is E minus 4. So you go to the negative. You started on 1.56. You go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you place the period. And then you take, of course, what comes after the equation, so the power, and then you place it in, and now you can take your first derivative. Of course, for the derivative, you minus 1 from the power, and then you multiply whatever that number was. So if it was 2 here, for 0.00187, x to the power of 2, you minus 1, and then you multiply by 2. And that's evident in the work shown right here. So 0.00731 multiplied by 2, so on and so forth. The 39 is what we replace for the x. So we look at how many numbers we have of our chart, and it's 39. So it's 39 calculations, and you multiply that by 39. After that, you take the second derivative of M15, and then you move on. So for these two examples, and you can check the work, for these two examples, they're both positive, and that's a great indicator that's going up so far. And then you do the same with M15, same process. It's positive, positive again, take them together, and then you add them.